Hi, and welcome back to the channel where we talk about everything eBay related and more. And today we're going to do something very, very special inside our eBay account, looking at something called Terapeak. Now, this is a research tool that's inside eBay and to find out what's selling on eBay. And we're going to go through a quick process where we're selling and show you what's the possibilities and understanding of really, finding good gems and things to sell and something to really to take into mind when it comes down to for the eBay for the first time. Not to worry too much about the actual process, but more importantly to understand, okay, this is probably one of the steps that you could take to find out a particular item if it's something that you can actually buy and also sell. And I'm going to show you the strategy from top to bottom on what's really selling right now. So at the present moment, if you've got the access to what we call Terapeak, Terapeak has it's like a research database that shows you what's sold inside here, and you can see this right now on the screen. I've done a very very quick search. Quick search. This was actually to do with actually gym products. We use a wide gym at the first particular what we call quarter of the year, and we were talking about January, February, March, April. Everybody's going back to the gym, trying to lose weight, trying to get off those excess pounds and more these types of things. So this time right now, what to sell on eBay could be gym products. And yeah, everybody wants to work at home. Everybody wants to do these type of things. Would you agree? Now that's the type of things that people often want to sort of buy. They want to get shipped into their house. So let's have a look at this very, very carefully. I think this is the gym products one here. Now, as you can see, first of all, let's look at the particular history of what's been going on. This is last year, and you can see what happened. Yeah, is I've just done a sort of category breakdown of an average price of this new sold. So this is about 20 quid. So you can see if you can be selling things around from 10 to 15, but now we see the spike what's going to happen here. Exactly the same thing. An average sold November, around Christmas time. This is where things went totally crazy. And this is very, very important to understand. When we see this type of data, you can understand what the trends are. So at the moment, this is November time. This is going to do exactly the same thing to last year as well. But taking in consideration what's going to happen around the this year, so we probably expect exactly the same pattern. Yeah, so February, this is what's going to happen. And if we take so when January time, you'll probably see exactly the same thing in total souls. Remember, this is the actual sold average sold. Yeah, I've just done it very very small because remember for beginners, I want you to get in at the very very low end. Not to say you're going to actually be going selling Apple watches and things like that, but let's look at a strategy what you could do. You can do the bands for the watch because obviously the watch breaks, and then sometimes people they lose their brand. Sometimes they want to actually change the color of the bands and things like that. They may want a protective strap on there, and all these types of things. And remember, these are low price items, as you can see. Average sale £3. There's a silicone strap, and this is what we're talking about. It's not the actual particular device; it's the strap. They may want a different color, and this is what you want to try and play around with. As you can see here, an average sold again, 23,000 of these particular items, and that is something really ridiculous. And look at the strategy be what's really happening here, not the actual one-off sales. And this is where everybody goes wrong, and they're going to go for what's selling what everybody else is selling. Look at it and try to imagine different ways you can do this. So you got yoga band here. This is people, you will be surprised just to see what's happening here. But straps. Everybody's selling it. However, don't get, I will say, disheartened with everybody selling it. But this is something pretty good to understand. There's a volume of people selling things. Some may be good, some may be bad, and most importantly, you may be coming to the marketplace by doing something quite different. Here's somebody else selling 5 of those. Imagine selling a different particular band for each particular day. So they can also, it's not just one, it's actually a pack of 5. Strategy behind it. Let's look at Terapeak on another level here. And we've looked at it, and what I've done here, I've just done it on gardening particular things. So I looked at this and I said, okay, look, let's have a look at this. What do really people want when it comes down to gardening? So here's some gloves here. Now this is sold, average price sold is £10 and 80. Now this is quite interesting. An average again, and it's sold over 964. Now take this as a pinch of salt, by the way. You got 1 pair, 12 pairs, and 24. Again, going back to what I said, is anybody going to buy 1 pair? Some people buy more than one. And I want you to look at this very, very carefully. We're going to zoom into this and understand what is really happening here. So the strategy, again, buy low and sell high. Let's go into this. Now, I'm going to pop on the website here. I'm just trying to see these particular gloves here. Now, it says this, you can get these particular gloves for 80p. Now, you probably can get it for less than that. However, I'm just taking a hunch here to see someone's got these particular gloves for 80p. Now, let's look at the actual site itself. Forgive me if it's somebody we know here. There we go. Now, they're selling the actual gloves for $1.99, so it's double the amount. So obviously, minus the eBay fees and things like that, they're probably making a small bit of change. Now, what we're seeing here is this. I told you, someone's coming in. They're not actually buying one, they're buying 24. Think about what's really going on here when it comes to the strategy, because people want to buy these because of different types of things. They may be using it for all different types of things. Say, for example, just to protect the gloves, but they're not going to buy one. You can see here 24, 24, 24. Yep. And you can see here, this is what, again, 12. You see the strategy, and that's how you've got to look at it when it comes down to things like this. You've got to think out of the box, and not try to just do little things small, and get it wrong, and not think this is probably works, because you're going down the route of everybody else, and that is what you don't want to be doing. You really want to have your own sort of particular area where you dominate, and this is a pretty good thing. I'm sure this person is making quite a bit. Total sales, as you can see, over 10,000. Yeah. Now, I don't want you to look at the money, but importantly, look at the strategy, and you can take this strategy and repeat it on the majority of things that's, again, out there. A lot of people don't do this because they're given wrong information along here. But however, if we look at all the different types of things here, we've got selling gloves, selling gloves. Yeah, don't worry about the competition. It's something that you can get in on and try for yourself. Well, the most important thing, if you want to test it, all you got to do is buy one. I mean, it's a small investment, but this is what you want to do. The quicker you get in on the eBay particular how to sell on what sells, this is something that is going to help you along the way, whereby you can understand how the eBay platform works. You get an understanding how to sell something on the very, very first time, what's really selling, what's to go after, and ensuring that you've gone through the whole process of understanding buying something at a low price and selling at a higher price. I hope this information has been helpful. I've got lots of more information if you want to. Please comment on the bottom if you like what I'm doing here and you want some more information on how to sell. I'm going to be giving lots of information this week, and trying to ensure that you get the most out of selling online. I'll see you next video.